looks live. Why is it black? There we go. That looks live. I'm going to refresh this. Go live. Okay, so now I can read the comments. Good morning, hurling fans! Hailstone Hurling starts now. You are looking live out on Michael J. Stotts Field, where the players play, where we have a cracker of a game set up for you in the Co-Ed League. Blue versus green. It's our 5th installment of the Co-Ed League, with green trying to avenge its loss of last week. Its first loss of the season, with a record of 1-1, taking on the undefeated giants of the league, blue, captained by John Kenny, who are 3-0, looking to maintain their perfect record as we play our last game in February. I am your host, Bill Jones, and to my right is my brother, Dan Jones, who's going to work the video switch. Let's take a look at the rosters for the day. There they are. For the blue team will be Austin Shivik, Dave Grieve, Ian Lamoli, John Campbell, John Kenny, Mark McEwen, Stephen Cobb. Will Jackson is out, but Danny Kral, or Kiva Danny as you know him, will be taking his spot. And then there, of course, is Zach TRZ. In the green team is Captain Allie Kenny, along with Andy Bean is out, and we expect to see Craig Wagner playing for him. Ben Bars, Brahadish will be also here. Chris Dade, Dan McAuliffe. Dave Graff is out, but Andy Gifford will be handling his spot in his absence. Don Fowle will make his first appearance in the hurling, his hurling debut, and then of course Mike DeBias from Portland. Hailing from Portland will also be here. We have only a few more minutes to go. It is 6:57 a.m. here in Madison. Driving over, it was 10 degrees, but it's nice and perfect balmy weather in here at our home base for the winter, Kiva Sports Center. Dave Dodge will be our referee, and I believe I see Mike Stapleton, as always, working the scoreboard. Their service is much appreciated. Today we will likely see, I'm going to guess, looking at the green panel right now, Ben Bars in goal. Allie Kenny will play up front, where she's had a great season so far. In the mid, we'll probably see Mike DeBias. Craig Wagner will probably play up front. Andy Giff there in the green. Ready to go, maybe a sub to start, or he may bring his bright yellow shoes out and start in fullback. Chris Dade, of course, will always be ready. And I see someone walking on the field for green. That would be Dan McAuliffe, who I would imagine will start mid or back. Then we have Team Blue. John Kenny is undefeated. They've got to be feeling good about the season so far. They're a juggernaut. Can't be stopped, or can they? If green has anything to say about it, they will. John Kenny, I'm sure, will start in the midfield. In the back, we have Stephen Cobb, who's always between the pipes. Fullbacks, boy, I would kind of anticipate Zach TRZ maybe back there. We've got Kiva Danny, they may stick back there. Up front, of course, Dave Grieve, their perennial goal scorer, and Austin Shivik, the ultimate utility man, could play anywhere, but I'm sure he'll be starting out there in his white helmet. Not much else to bring you up to speed. Last week we had an incredible match. Green up an astonishing 13 points, but they let it slip through their fingers, as can happen if there's enough time in indoor, with the nonstop goal scoring. And at 3 points a pop, you can make up a 13-point deficit pretty quickly. In fact, they then drifted to a 2-point lead, then an 8-point lead, and won by 15 points. Green really turned on the steam at halftime, and Green just could not keep up with it. So Blue looking to pick up where they left off in their scoring, And I'm going to be working the scoreboard as well, so if I drift in and out of the broadcast, it's because I'm trying to get the score right. Luckily, my brother DJ will be here working the switch. Just follow the ball, Dan. You can do it. Looks like, as we expected, back in the goal is Cobb. Fullbacks are going to be, John Campbell, of course, has come on the field, and he's going to play with Zach. Right in the middle is going to be Austin, and then down up front will be Johnny Kenny and our man Grieve. Left to right. Oh, there goes the clock. I'll start, and here we go. The game is on. The game is afoot. Ball over to, flicked away by Mike DeBias. Now it's Cobb who's going to flick it back. Campbell flick it back to Cobb. Cobb's going to strike it. Send it in deep to John. John picks it up, and now he's up on right around the 13. He's going to put the first shot on goal. It's saved easily by Ben Bars. But it touches the net, and we're going to have a 65. 65, for those of you who may be new to hurling, is basically the hurling version of a corner kick in soccer. If a defender puts it off the end line, we go all the way back, and you have a free. Stephen Cobb is going to lift, shoot. He may be looking for his first point of the season, but instead it goes off the back line. Grieve who can't quite get to it. It's going to be Dan McCall. If Dan puts it down low into the corner, and it's going to be Cobb who has it again. Now he sees a wide open Campbell. Campbell's going to collect, but he's chased on by Gifford. Nice little flick over to Zach. Zach hand pass over to Johnny. Johnny's going to shoot from midfield. Puts it down low, but it's going to go off the backboard. Ben's Bars off his line. Dan and nobody back on the goal line. Here comes DeBias to try and help out. John Kenny now trying to put it in from 13. Puts in a high shot, and it drops it into the back of the net to get our scoring going there. Nice shot by John. Quick puck out back to John. John collects it. And it sneaks past the goalie again. That's 2 goals, quick goals for John Kenny. I can tell you that standing in goal, it can be very hard to pick the ball out with all the different angles, lights, the white backing of the boards. It can be tough sometimes to pick it out, so don't be too hard on Ben Bars, who let what looked like a soft goal go by. All of them are tough. Now John Kenny is being held up by Mike DeBias. John, long hand pass back to Campbell, but he's challenged heavily by, I believe that's Andy Gifford, who's in. Yep, the bright yellow shoes. He's in to help. Now it's up against the board. We've got a real scrum up against the corner. It's Zach who comes away with it. He's going to flick it over to Cobb. Cobb lays it down low. He's trying to collect it, but it's flicked by our man Austin, but instead it's Dan Mack who's got it for Green. He's going to go for score. Puts it up high and over the bar for Dan. And he puts his Green team on the board. Not a bad matchup. 6-1 is the score as we head into about 2.5 minutes into the first half. Dan held up well by Grieve. He has to hand pass into DeBias, who's got some trouble now because John Kenny's on him. He's got to do a weak side flick. It's not a very effective one, though, and it's sent right back into play by Blue. Now it's collected by Grieve, who's going to try and get it. He's got John looking at him from behind, but instead, the position battle is won by Dan, who puts a big hard strike in, and point for Dan. Looks like his strategy may be to not work it into goal early on and just see what kind of easy points they can kind of rack up and stay in the game. Now it's knocked down by Grieve. That's Austin yelling for it. A hand pass goes errantly down to the ground. He's covered very well by Dan. Dan's up against his back, but he spins down inside the coffin corner there. A great shot, but it goes off the boards. It is no goal. He's just wide, but it's still very live in the corner here with Austin and Chris Dade trying to get after it. Austin puts in a weak side shot through the crowd. Austin drops it in for a goal. A nice shot. Quick release is really his MO, and it paid off nicely there. Now that's Allie who's got it. Steps, tries to put it up, and is not able to get it over, but it's Zach who nicely puts it into John. Now it's John and Mike. Mike and John up against the boards. There we are. They've got a strike into the corner. He just clears it. nicely done. The scoreboard is right. It matches what we have up there, 9-2. Almost 4 minutes into a little over 4 minutes into the game. John Kenny goes for a point, but it looks like it went wide. No point awarded, and it will be a puck out. Woo! Let me take a breath here. After 4.5 minutes into our first half, it's been really quality hurling. No real sloppy play. Guys looking to pass and work it down in. Guys scoring from deep. Oh, this is a problem, John. Ben Bars had to come off his line. Greaves snuck away, and John Kenny was in the right place at the right time and picks himself up his third goal of the match early on. Oh, strike by John is saved by Ben Bars. It goes into the corner. That's Grieve who's going to try and collect, but it's Bars fighting him for it. Now we got an open back line. Ben Bars is able to clear it, though, luckily. For no damage. It's Dan Mack who's playing very hard back there. Oh, we could have a steps problem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it drifted into his fifth. The referee might look the other way. Then you hit your sixth step. At some point it's going to be a free, and that's what he awards to John Kenny, who's going to drill it into the crowd. Tough place to be in, a place you don't want to be in, but John Kenny with another goal. So all the scoring for Blue is John Kenny at this stage. No, I'm wrong. Austin has a goal as well. For Green, we're looking at Dan Mack with 2 points. Otherwise, they've been shut out. 15-2. Blue really flexing as they left off the field, picking up where they left off the field last week. Really, really dominating this league. They have the premier players. They have the great coaching and great work that every solid team needs. Oh, but a nice follow by Allie. She picks up a goal. Definitely where you got to be when you're looking in indoor. Balls come off those. Oh, great pass. Oh, and Grieve disappointed with a point. When is a point a bummer? When you could have had a goal, and that's what happened there. He knew he should have put it a little bit lower, a wide open shot. Somebody found him there in the corner. I didn't quite see the pass, but a great give for sure. Ball into the corner, knocked down by John Kenny, collected by Zach. Looks like Andy's trying to get after it. Austin's trying to get after it. Dade is in there. Johnny tries to get it to Austin, but he's defended well by Mike Tobias. Tobias now trying to lead the charge. Here comes Green. It's intercepted by John Kenny. He's going to send it back with interest. It's a point. John Kenny with his first point of the game, but he's clearly the dominant player, scoring, defending, and coaching his team to a huge lead. Hand pass over to Allie. Allie picks on it. John Campbell's able to knock it down just enough. Allie's got those great hands. She's collected nicely, and a nice pass over to Chris Dade. In his second season here, couldn't quite get the shot off. Flick by Zach. Zach over to Austin. Austin's going to send it. He looks up for the one man. The one man with the plan is John Kenny, but he errantly puts it in. So we'll have a sideline cut, and Tobias will have to play it off the ground. He finds Dan Mack, who walks over and says, "Hey, I'm open." Half-field shot. Danny, at some point you just got to get something on the board to break through the defense, and they're able to do that. Dan Mack with a lot of the most of the scoring. Oh! He got away from his defender there. Dan couldn't quite keep up with Grieve, and Grieve puts it in the back of the net. A nice goal, his first goal of the game. Now, puck out into Austin. Austin's trying to collect. He follows it back, and it drifts back into the defensive end of the green. Oh, Tobias' pass was nice, but just out of the reach of Allie. Here comes John Kenny. That's a Kenny pass, as we call it. He's got the signature move there. It goes to Austin, who put a nice lazy shot down on the ground, easily collected by Ben. He starts the attack now. Dan down to our man Andy Giff. Giff collects. That's gonna be Cobb, who's gonna flick it over to Johnny. Johnny's up in the midfield. He's gonna hand pass deep into a wide open Graf. He's been left open, but all he took was a point. I'm sorry, Grieve. All he took was a point. So that you got to consider a win with an open man inside the 13. The red zone, as we call it. 21-6. What are we in now? 8.5 minutes into the game. It's Giff who collects it. Back to the hand. Nice little flick over to Allie. Allie could go back to Giff, or she could take her point. She tries a point, puts it in on goal. It's a tough play. Great follow by Dan, but he's unable to send it in. Instead, the ball is cleared to Austin. Austin sends it into the corner. It's going to be a battle here. Bars and Grieve. Who's going to come away with it? It's going to be Grieve. Bars wisely heads back to his spot, and It's a save by Ben Barr. It's a tough one. It goes off half off the stick, half off his leg. He's able to get it out of the white-hot White Claw zone and into the corner. It's going to hand pass by Bars. Oh, he's in trouble now. A lot of guys, a lot of options. But it's Tobias who comes away with it. Flick over to John, who intercepts it again. He puts it down low from the 13. It's off the railing, and there's Grieve, the man who's always in the right spot at the right time. And that's a goal. Yep. There you go. So, 15 and a half minutes left in the first half. And 24-6 commanding lead. You know, it's not for lack of trying by Green. Blue just is so powerful. Here we go. Alley with a shot. Save! But not quite, and those are very common. You get a stick on it, and it's just not going to be enough. There's too much peppa on that. Well done, Alley. Another goal for the captain of the green team. Now, puck out. Cobb. Cobb puts it low to John. John can't quite come up with it. Instead, it rolls into the red zone, and that's Mark McEwen, the Prince of Wales, as we say. Couldn't quite get on it. It's Danny Mack who sends it into the corner, but too high. He misses the boards, and it touches the net, which is a no-no. That'll be a puck out by Blue. Collected by Tobias. Johnny Kenny falls. Flicked over to Alley, who's, couldn't quite catch it. Sends it on the ground. Campbell. Cobb's got to show the Cobb shuffle. Sends it over to John. John Kenny's got it now. He's headed into the 13-meter line. He's in the the red zone. And that would be a goal. A goal. John Kenny finds the top shelf only bartender. Bar into the Murphy corner. Cobb sends it down. It's blocked down by Gift though, so this is Green's shot, but Dave can't quite pick it up. But Dan's there to pick up, take shot, sends it in low, goes off the boards. Now it's into John Kenny, who's got it. He's going to try and send it over to maybe Lamoli, or maybe put it up, and into the rafters. The sound nobody wants to hear. The clang of a missed shot that in outdoor obviously would have been a gorgeous, beautiful, high arcing point. Instead, it just gets sent down. And for the rafters now, it's got to be a puck out. Ben Bars will puck it out. And look at Green, just saying, to heck with it. We've got to put a full charge in. Everybody over that side of the field, seeing if they can't make something happen. Collected by Tobias. That's Mark McEwen, who can't quite come away with it. It's Mike who has it. Nice hand pass off to Alley, but she's run out of real estate, I'm afraid. Puts it in against the boards. It's Mark who's going to kick it. Mark playing his probably second or third indoor ever game. The old man from Wales said he wanted to give it a shot, and he's got it. He's not that old. He's probably 6 or 7 years younger than me. Pucked out by Cobb. Cobb over to Giff. Now here comes Mark. Mark wants to get under it. Alley's giving him fits, though, and we got up against the board. A tough play. Hand pass over to Alley. Alley's going to run across and try and hand pass over. Instead, it's in her. Oh, no, that was Giff who was able to get at it, but he couldn't collect it. Alley's got to make an attack here, and she knows it. Weak side shot. It gets knocked down by Campbell. Campbell's got it now. Ooh, he's up against the board. John Campbell, he's got to get it to his hand. Alley's giving him some trouble, though. That's, I believe, Dan who tried to hit his shoulder, but it's solo away here. He goes almost the full length of the court, or at least 3/4 of the court. John Campbell tries to kick it. Mike Tobias defends it nicely. Midfield, Dan Mack now headed into the red zone. Ooh, this could be a goal. There's not much he can do once he starts headed towards the center. Drops it into the back of the net. Dan with a goal. Classic. The classic indoor. You just want to solo to space, and if you can start heading towards the middle of the field, there's so much more goal to shoot on. All right, here comes Cobb. Cobb sends it past Tobias. Trickles down. That means Ben Bars has to come off his line. We got something going on here. It may have been a charge into the board. And any contact around the boards, the ref is going to blow you up for a free. So now our rule is the person on the offensive side of the field. Oh dear. All right. So here's a little explanation for our fans at home. The rule here in indoor is if you are fouled on the offensive side of your field, you are the one that has to take it. That avoids two inexperienced players getting into it and then just a stud coming in for an easy goal. So Mark is going to take the free. Put a nice goal shot down low, and that may have been his first free ever. Well done, Mark. So here comes Austin. Austin's going to put a low shot in. I believe that touched the net. And so it's called wide, and we'll have a puck out. Well, 14 minutes into the first half. I get the feeling Green may have steadied the ship, but it may just be the absence of John Kenny out there and the substitutions that has dropped their roster into more of their substitutes, and that's why we have a more evenly matched game. But it isn't a more evenly matched game. Alley's able to find spot, but what a save by Cobb! Knocks it down. Andy Giff wanted to come in and get some leftovers, but he couldn't. It's cleared away nicely by the veteran Steve Cobb. Here's another veteran. Two guys who have been with the club since day one in the pipes, between the pipes here. Cobb in the blue, and that's a point from Mike Tobias, and the other original Hailstone, Ben Bars in the green. So that'd be Mike Tobias for Green with a point. And we've got, yes, our scoreboards look like they are aligned. Ball in, nice soft pass into Mark. Mark's going to see what he can do. In the red helmet, he stumbles, falls. Dade also trying to get after it. He can't get on it. Up against the boards here, it's kind of a difficult scene for this broadcaster to see, but I believe it looks like Austin's on all fours just trying to get it to his hand. He is able to pin it against the board and then get it into his hand. Runs into 13. A nice over-the-head pass to Mark. Mark's trying everything he can. He kicks it. Wide ball. It could have been it, but then off the board. Was that Mark McEwen's first goal? I'm going to give that to the Prince of Wales. Well done, Mark. I believe what happened there is it went off the board, off the goalie, and then in, or did Grieve touch it?
I thought Gigi kicked it in there.
Okay, Grieve, Dave Grieve, the garbage man, Garbage Grieve. Okay, well then maybe we'll give it to Grieve. In fact, I'm quite certain that had to have been it. It couldn't have been just a errant. Yep. There you go. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to have to take that off of Mark's stats and give it to Grieve, though. You keep an eye. If there's a score by Blue here, I don't want to miss it. So we're going to give that goal to... Oh, here comes Brahadish, the cricketer. So Grieve with the goal. Ben Bars is going to clear it. He does. Dave Grieve with the goal. So we'll get Mark McEwen on the board someday, I'm sure, with a score. Oh! Ball over to Zach. Zach sends it over to Johnny's back on the board. He's going to go deep. Oh, into the rafters. No. 30-13. That rafter shot brought to you by Aints Paints. Aints Paints. It ain't just paints. Here comes Ben Bars. Ben Bars is going to send it down low into Mike Tobias. Midfield. Looks, spins, tries to get a shoulder on Austin, but he's too elusive. But a great running shot. Cobb with a save. He gets another save. That's Cobb. 2 in a row. That's the double there. Oh, a flick by Tobias. He plays it down low to, I believe, that could be Craig Wagner. It is Craig Wagner giving chase to John Kenny. Sends it down low. It's off the boards. It's Ben Bars now. The quick-footed Ben Bars. He's off his line. This is a dangerous thing. This is our man Brahadish. He plays only lacrosse. I don't think I've ever seen him lift it to his hand. We're begging him. He could really add to your arsenal if you just lifted to your hand in this game. Andy Giff runs across. He's run out of real estate though. He's all the way across the field now in the corner. Challenged by Zach. Challenged by Campbell. It's up against the board. It's anybody's opportunity, but it's kicked by Campbell. Now John Kenny's got it. He tries to get by Tobias. This has been a battle all game, and it's wide. A wide ball by John. So 30-13. Blue now has straightened things out, not surprisingly, with John back out on the field. It's collected by Wags. Wag tried to hand pass over to our man Tobias. Tobias Shields maybe got away with one there. And that was Dan who, with the quick feet. Yep. He understands you have to get to your strong side and find the middle of the field if you're going to get one past Dr. Cobb. Yep. Here comes John Kenny. Sends it low. It goes off the back wall. That's Ian Lamoli who's going to try and get on it, but instead it's Dan Mack who wants to appoint, but as it goes low and trickles over to Cobb. Cobb sends it into Campbell who can't quite get under it. We got board action here. Front row seat here, DJ. We didn't even have to pay a thing for it. We just had to get here early. Great shot by John Kenny for a point. Well done, John. Ball into Zach. Zach's going to collect now. He sends it down low. Stopped by Bra. Bra Hadish sends it over to Dan. Dan McAuliffe. Low on the shot. It's flicked off, and it does go up and over the bar, so that'll be a point for Dan. A very hard shot. Tough to save. Definitely tough to knock down because it's just coming in way too quickly. Cobb sends it over. Bra is playing John Kenny very well. Good D, Bra. Be tough. Be strong. Be straight up. And John Kenny has to settle for a point despite being in the red zone. Kind of eases it over the bar. Yes. Well done, Bra. You turned a 3 into a 1, and any team will take that any day. Well done. Ben Bars now pucks out, finds Wagner, but it goes through his legs, and it's over to Andy Giff, who tries to help. Come on, Giff trying to get it. Zach playing very good on D. Come on, Craig, get it under your head. He puts it down low. It's saved by Cobb. Cobb's now got to shuffle back over into the box. He sends it in, and it's caught by Tobias. Tobias may be looking to put it in low and hard, but it drifts. No goal. No goal. They're still playing his wide ball off the backboard. Dan McAuliffe now wants to send it in. He sends it off the boards. Mark McEwen tries to double it up. Wags too fast for him though. Gets some position and get up. Now we got front row seats up against the board. This is true chaos. Johnny is able to lift it with his hands. Hand passes or with his feet up to his hands. Hand passes over to Campbell. Campbell sends it in off the board. Bradish with great hand-eye coordination is able to push it down the field over to Danny Mack. Dan's got it now. He runs past Zach. He's run again to the center of the field. This time he knows he's too far out to go for goal, and he drops it over for a point. A real solid play over there by Dan with an otherwise lackluster showing up front by Green. Low shot by John off the backboards. It's going to be Grieve who's going to get after it, but Brahadish playing tough D sends it out the field over to Dan. Dan's going to now weak side put it in low. Cobb with a great save, but it's a 65. But look at that, how he was able to scan that the whole way, I do not know, especially through different shades of light, shadow, and then right up under the goal. But he is able to get it, and it will be Mike Tobias taking it from 3/4 of the field away. I have to think he'll probably drop it into the box there, just too far away to think points. But oh no. Oh dear, a spoiled free, but he lets him go away with it anyway, sends it in low. It's the developmental league. It's collected by Dan. Dan's up against the boards now. He has to hand pass over to Giff. Giff has got to find Wags in that box. He's wide open on the box if he can get it to him. Instead he puts it in a little too, well, he tried to get it to him. It was a good pass, I think, but Wags could not collect it into his hand. Now it's sent down by Cobb. Cobb over to Giff. Giff's trying to collect it, and it's Austin who comes away with it. Austin, we haven't called that name in a while. I think he's well rested and ready to go. He's over to John. Bradish over on it, though. He's battling with Kenny. He doesn't want to let him get by. He puts it in low, and when you get him to his strong side, he knows exactly where that goal is. He's shot on it enough before, and he puts it in, ripples the net, as they say. Here comes the ball now. Green's got to put some kind of attack on, or it's going to be over before it started. Hand pass by Craig over to Campbell. It's John Kenny, stood up by Mike Tobias. John's going to do his spin move, turn, blocked down nicely by Dan. Over to Allie. Allie's going to hand pass to a streaking Dan off the board. Dan looking for it. He makes a nice move, but Campbell defends him very nicely, and they go up against the board. Now it's over to Austin, who collects it. A nice swing by Dan, but he can't find the ball. Austin reaching. He's finally got it, but that's blocked down by Mike Tobias. Tobias just swings wildly to get it out of there. Does well. Here goes Dan. Nobody's on him. He put it low, and it's great save by Cobb, who's having an incredible game back there on the line. Hand pass over to... Oh, that looks like Kiva Danny's into play now. Cobb puts it in low. It's collected by Mike Tobias. Tobias over, collected by Austin. Austin solos towards the midfield. Nice little juke move. Leaves Tobias without anything to do but watch. Here comes Ben Bars, streaking. Past the 13, past the mid. The goalie's out of his cage. The dog has broken off his chain. It's followed nicely by Dan, and he puts it into the top of the goal. Green has definitely turned it up a little. Only a 14-point deficit now. As we know, any team can come back from 14. Blue did it in an epic fashion last game. Green not giving up. She tries to find Wags, but it's knocked down by Kiva Dan. Oh, a great save by Bars, but it's Mark who comes sliding in trying to get it. Look at this. Pick it up, brah. Hadish hits it low. Johnny Kenny collects it. It's Mark looking for that rebound. Can't quite get it. It's Bra who's playing very well on the D to keep the ball clear, that's for sure. Collected by Mike. Looks to put it over by Wags. Wags trying to get it. Oh, it's a nice job to get positioned by Akiva Danny. This may be only his second game ever. Maybe even first. Well done, Danny. Collected by Allie. Allie looks for a spot. It clears the rafters, but it's caught by Cobb. Cobb's got to collect it and send it right back in to the danger zone. Goalie to goalie, having a catch here. Sent over to. That's going to be Kiva Danny, and that's the clock. Halftime. Let's take a look at our stats. Brought to you by Ains Paints at Ains Paints. You wanna go on the mic with me, or I can give you a mic. All right, let's hear what my brother Dan may have to say about his observations. Hang on. Throw these cans on there. Make sure it's all connected. Turn this on. How you doing, Dan?
I'm great, Bill. Thanks for having me into the booth.
All right. Well, as if you've seen Connor Jones in the booth, Liam Jones in the booth. You've seen Quinlan Jones working the cameras in outdoor. You've seen even Gretchen Jones made a visit, and so it wouldn't be a podcast without another Jones sighting with me. My brother Dan Jones. There he is. Dan, the other Erling player in our club. This time he's the curling aficionado. In for the night last night and said, yeah, I'll come along, help me with the video switch, which I really appreciate, Dan. Tell me a little bit about what your impressions were in the first half.
Well, I got to say, a really strong effort by Cobb in the goal. It was amazing saves. And I want to say Bra, his tenacious D, really contributed to keeping Green in the game.
You know, I would agree with those two assessments without question. You're going to see a typical performances by your stronger players in this league, Allie and John Kenny, Dan McAuliffe. So you kind of look for those little moments of improvement by newer people, and it's just really cool to see Brahadish really standing up the D. And boy, as a keeper myself, I always love those great displays of bravery and courage that are being shown on both ends, but in particular, I really am impressed with Cobb. He's made save after save, and in indoor with a 14-point lead, anyone can come back. I know you don't know any of these players, and you haven't seen a whole lot of indoor, Dan. But what you've seen from the first half, what would you make in an adjustment during the halftime discussions between captains and their teams?
Well, I think Green has to just keep their spirits up. They had a rough start. A few got past them, but I think that was acclimating to the light, the conditions, and it's understandable. So Blue got on top of them, but that doesn't mean Green's out of it. So I think if I'm Green, I'm saying let's keep pressing hard. I think they're doing a great job scoring the single points, and that's really keeping them in the game. And they're being opportunistic, so I would stick with that if I'm Green.
Do you think they have to double up John Kenny and just leave someone wide open up front and say, hey, tell the keeper, look, you're going to have to handle the one-on-one. We'd rather have you facing a guy, or gal if it's the right person, because John's just eating us up in too much. The stats don't lie. John Kenny basically scoring at will, 6 goals, 3 points. Dave Grieve has 3 goals. And Austin a goal.
I think you double up Kenny, or you just
yeah.
keep on him. I mean, his tenacious D is saving points every time.
Yep.
He's making him work for it.
Yep.
So I think those are both good solutions.
Makes sense to me.
I think if you're blue, look, you got to get the Welshman a goal. I think
Yes.
that's an imperative at this point for
Absolutely.
blue.
As Welshmen ourselves,
Yep.
I think we're looking for that type of. We know what the Welsh people are capable of.
I just don't know how they can win without, Mark scoring a goal.
That's right.
I just think that's
right.
So those
McEwen-
are the key things you're going to look for
McEwen
in
get
the
out
second
there.
half.
Oh, and they've already made their first blunder. He is not out there.
See, yeah, that's a tactical error in my view.
I don't know what they're thinking. Well, thank you for that input. We are ready to get going here. Everyone is ready to get out of here and do Bachfest. So, which is the all-day drinking event at Capitol Brewery. So
Featuring 16 candles.
Yes,
Live
what
entertainment
happened?
by 16
yes,
candles.
live entertainment. 16 Candles is on its way as well. And it looks like indoor soccer may be getting ready to start over next door, so we may hear other errant whistles. But the only one that counts is our man Dave Dodge running the show. He's ready to go. And the throw-in is now. We are live. Start that clock. There it is. Okay, clock has started. It's going to be Dan. Puts it up high. Look at that. Green right off the bat. Inches closer. Well done. They have to feel good about that. Green. Dan, point. Another point. That's his 6th point. And he has 2 goals to boot. Ben Bars now playing it into the Murphy corner. Hand pass over the head of Andy. It's collected. Hey. And now it's collected to Grieve. How you doing, Brady? Good. Strike into John Kenny. You want to work the scoreboard? No, you got your hands full. So no, that's okay. Can't stay away though, huh? Brady Terry has joined us with Eleanor.
Oh, yeah.
How are you, sweetheart? A ball comes in. It's saved by Ben Bars. It's headed over to Grieve. Grieve's going to collect it. Grieve's got it. He's running across the boards. Swung on. He falls in a heap. John Kenny wants to put it low. He puts it up against the boards. And now that'll be Dan. Dan, midfield. Now he's about a point for Dan. They could inch back that way, DJ. If hey Dan, this is Brady. This is my brother Dan. Pulled him in to service.
Welcome to the booth.
Ball goes into the corner. Blue. Oh, great hand pass to Austin. Is that saved? Was that saved? That was saved in a 65. That's again with Steven
Just
Cobb.
amazing. Yep.
Oh, no, that was Ben Bars. I'm sorry, he's not on that end. That was a great way to keep Green in the game.
Airtight.
Keep
goalie.
it at 12 points. That's a thrill for me to see. How he got that hurl up that quickly on a hand pass is pretty incredible. And just as okay, here we go. It'll be Steven Cobb. Lifts, strikes, goes low. It's got to be saved by Bars. Not an easy save. Collects it, goes back into the goal box and tries to hand pass out to Dan. He's got to collect it. He's up against the board. He swings his arms and his body. Just a great pivot to get some space. Tobias puts it in, and he drops it over the bar, and they inch even closer. Mike Tobias, have a seat here if you like, Brady.
They're
Tap.
chipping away, Bill. I
Yeah.
like the approach.
I got to agree. I mean, it is a long 25 minutes, and if their thought is, well, let's fall back. Oh, another save by Ben Bars. It's off the tip of his hurl. It rolls over to the Murphy corner. There's a dogfight over here for it. The red helmet's down. Now Grieve is down. It's got Austin, who's finally trying to get to it. He's held up by Dan. Ball in. A swing on it. Just clears it away, so it's Ben Bars now off his line. He sends it over to... Tries to get it to Craig Wagner, who can't quite get on it. He tries to... Oh, it's kicked ahead by Zach. Zach puts it into the Murphy corner. It's going to be Greenway who's on it. Dan Mack is on him. Now it's pinned against the board. The stick goes flying. It's Gifford who tries to get it. And the ball just squirts away. That's John Kenny giving chase. Wag's going to concede that battle. It's going to be John Kenny. Hand pass over to Dan. Dan's looking around. Boy, Blue coming out incredibly flat, and Green with all the energy, Dan.
Yeah, and we got quite an effort by Green. Bill, I got to believe the lighting is just simply better to our right in the goal.
Yes.
The goalies at that end have tracked the ball consistently better.
You've just given away one of my secrets. I always ask to start on that end when it's dark, because when the light comes shining in, you want it at your back as the goalie. And
that bodes well for Green's comeback, I think.
Yeah, I agree. They have the system in place. They have the tools in place. Grieve trying to get after it. He can't get on it. It's cleared again by Bars. Bars now running it down. He wants a nice little pass over to an open Mac who can't quite pull it out of it with his hands. Then there's a dogfight up against Ward. Easy Boys, smartly called by Dodgy. It's just when it becomes unsafe, and it looked to me like Dan may have ended with his arm around Campbell, so he was called as the offender. John Kenny puts it into the corner, tries to get it Grieve, but it's a bit too hard, and ricochets back almost all the way back to midfield. Dan Mack trying to get on it. He collects it. He can't find a seam, though. He has to drift backwards, and he'll try and get a point and into the rafters. The rafters. Hey, it's Amanda Vum today. All right, so I'm guessing this is a troll, so we'll see what kind of... we may have to bounce her. So it's collected by Andy Giff. Collect by Tobias. Oh, it's great interception by Austin, and he sends it up over the bar for a point. I still like the way Green has come out, don't you, Dan, despite that recent point? Well, it trickles along the board. No call. Oh, a shoulder into the board.
Yep.
That could be problematic. I don't know if I've ever... we've given reds and yellows before.
And they know that happens. Incidental contact.
No. I don't think that would be a yellow card offense. That really was purely just a safety call, because otherwise I think the charge wasn't too bad. Knocked down by Grieve. Great job to collect it, but then he bobbles it. It's Austin who's going to turn and try and put it in. It's saved by Bars again. Good Lord, the keeper play this game has been immense. It's high up in the air. It's going to be Ali who comes down with it. Hand pass over to Dale. Great little flick to make some room. He's streaking. He's running. I don't know. Oh, saved by Cobb, and that's got to hurt. Was that the fleshy part of the leg? Oh, no.
Got him high on the thigh,
that tattoo will be there in the morning. Cleared away. Unbelievable. Then it becomes Tobias, who's Green is all the way over on half. They do have Gift back on Grieve. Grieve collects it now. He's got to turn and shoot. He's held up. He's in the 13. He's in the shooting zone, but it's last blocked down. I think it was Gift that made the save. It's hand passed by Bars. Bars over to Dan. Dan's got to go for point. He's got to just kind of... Nope, he's going to go low to Wags. Wags knows how to handle it, but Zach has been a wonderful defender all season. It's going to be tough to score, and it comes away with no points. Collect by Zach. Zach collects and strikes low to... Great little service to Grieve. Boy, we've got Giff and Grieve going at it, and it's been fun to watch. Those two guys, it's been a dogfight on this half. Ooh, Ben Barr's looking for a point from keeper. Nothing. No luck. And now Cobb directing traffic, waiting for the subs to come in and out. A low, hard shot into Grieve. Boy, great service. Grieve's got to convert. Instead, he mishits and it goes up into the net.
I think he had a little too much time there. He's more of a quick reaction kind of goal.
That's right. That's right. Sometimes you can have too much time, as in all that time you have it in your hand. It's Dan with it. Dan, great stutter step. He's challenged by Austin. That's the way to do it. Dan balances, flicks it up off his hurl and drops it up over the bar. Looking very fit, too. A lot of these people look really fit. This is an exhausting game out here. The nice thing is everybody showed, a lot of people showed, and there's lots of subs. Hand pass over to Austin. Austin's going to, there's no way that he's not going to come away with a goal. That's just too hard to defend, and it'll be a goal by Austin. So I've got 39-25. We are correct. Struck deep. Tough play for the goalie. Bars flicks it. Gifford saves it. He's on the back line. That's a great backup move by him, and it's going to be Lamoli who's going to try and set it into the corner. He's challenged heavily by Dade. It's a pushing match, shoving match. Tobias Can't come to it. Now it's Austin who's going to try and get on it. It's a great spin by Tobias, and he's in wide open space. Sends it up high, but it's knocked down by John. And who's on it now? Dan, who's going to try and make something happen here. He hand passes at Allie. Allie could take her point, and it's wide ball. Wide ball, is that the call? All right, no score. Close. Wow. It's back to a 14-point game. I believe that's what we were at half. Blue holding off a really tough Green charge and then putting a few points in their own to keep it at 14. I believe I heard Grieve yell in Three Stooges fashion, uncertain how that went. Austin can't get it. Great swarming defense by Green. There's the board. Day trying to get it from Grieve. Grieve sends it, but it's knocked down. It's Ian Lamoli. He wants his first point. He just hand passes away. It goes to Mac. Daniel trying to find some way to score. He drifts away and puts it in low on Cobb for a relatively easy save. He's not challenged. He puts it over to Campbell. Oh, John bobbles it. A push by Dan. I believe we're going to have a push in the back. I like the intensity by Dan, though. He did not come out thinking that this game was lost. No, Dan does. Dan, I think that's a good call. What do you think? Oh, he did drag him down. It didn't look that way for me. It looked like a push in the back. I see. Okay. Well, Brady informs me it looked as though. Was that a wide ball? A wide ball.
Wide.
Dan was trying to plead his case that John Campbell actually had wrapped him up arm in arm and pulled him down. So here comes John Campbell looking. He puts it down low to Austin. Austin collects, who's up against the 13. He's just going to one-handed tennis racket hit it. Grieve looking for the tip in, but can't get it. He's on his butt now. It's trouble. Tobias, I don't think he's come off for a minute. He has worked super hard all game. Midfield, Dan Mack. That
just
looked
wide,
like it was wide. No points.
I want to say just left.
Just left. 14 and a half minutes to go. 14 minutes to go now. 39-25. Time is starting to become the enemy for Green. Oh, that's a tough save when it comes off that backboard so hard like that. Great hand pass over to Dan. Dan's got to go low, hard.
Great.
Save by Cobb. It just goes over for a point. What a save. He's really having a hell of a game back there. Racking up accolades worldwide. Ball goes in over to Tobias. Tobias soloing in. He knows he's got to go goal. What in the world was that? A save by Cobb, but Alley comes in just in time to pick his pocket and put Green ever closer. Great save, though. That was incredible. First save. He just couldn't
now
get it
watch
to his
out,
hand.
Bill, because Mark's in.
Mark, the Prince of Wales.
Yep.
He's going to hook. Tobias takes all 4 seconds to take his look down there. Tries to get it to Wags. Wags up against Danny. Kiva Danny. Tobias now tries to come in. He's in the red zone. He's run out of real estate. John Kenny comes to meet him. A big pass over to Dan. Dan tries to get by. He's wrapped up well by Owen. And a weak side shot into the ground. A great pass by Tobias results in a goal by Dan. Well done to both of those players. Here we go. 7-point game, DJ. 7 points
game. They really
separate these two Goliaths. Boy, if you hear Green and Blue are going to play, you're going to want to buy a ticket and buy it fast because this matchup is a classic at every turn.
Bill
Green
will sell
now letting it go.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you're only going to need the front edge.
That's right. That's right. You'll only need the edge. Sunday at the Brown County Memorial Arena, Coliseum. It's going to be Tobias into the White Claws on a save, or maybe off the backboard. Save. Another save by Cobb. He is trained in. His scope is sighted, and he can't be beat. Now this is going to be a tough save.
No stopping
It
that
drifts
one.
high. Good Lord. Mike Tobias, what has gotten into Green? Now they are the ones that have come out at halftime with a apparently insurmountable lead, yet find themselves only 4 points down with lots of time to go. Into the Murphy corner it goes. Here we are. Ben Bars is up against, but it's Bra, our man, our defensive maestro. Oh, it's a hand pass by Mack, but it's cleared nicely off against the boards by Campbell. There goes Mark, who tries to use his body to kind of clear a space. Brahadish unable to get up. They're wrapped up. It's Zach who's going to try and come away with it. He collects it. Hand pass over. It's kind of hit off the ground by Bra. Over to Campbell. Campbell has two. Oh, he's got great move. He felt the pressure and went back to the backhand pass to Kiva. Danny now sending over to John. John's pinballed around but able to hit it over to the Prince of Wales. He tries to kick on it. Anything. Oh, he trips up. He trips up Dan, who can't quite get away. And the free will be taken by Ben Bars, I guess. It said, okay, Dan, I'll take it, which makes sense. You have to get some scores down here ready to go. This is a thriller. 10.5 minutes to go. Only 4 points separate the teams. Lifts, shoots, drops it into the box. This is exactly what you want when you're looking for goals. A flick up against the wall. Mike Tobias now trying to collect. Great little spin move by Campbell. Hits it low to Johnny Kenny. Johnny's challenged by Dade, but he puts it in low. It's saved by Bars. It's saved by Bars, but it's followed by Austin. That's the way to do it. You kids at home watching, keep an eye on Austin and how he stays with the ball.
The 1-2 punch, Bill.
Yep, Austin threading his way through the defenders. It's kicked by Bars, collected by Bars, attempted by Bars. It's stuck in the turf now. He's got it. The red-helmeted goaltender collects it and gets it to, well done, Chris. Well done to Chris there. He's trying to get past Johnny, a very difficult defender, and he is able to at least keep it alive and in his team's possession. A hand pass over to, great step by Zach. It disrupts Dan's attempt to get on it. He's at midfield now. A short hand pass over to Mike. It looks like they're deciding to do short passes, trying to get into the red zone. A ball over to Dan or Allie, whoever can get to it. Instead, it's Zach who's being pushed a little bit in the back and is able to move forward up over the ball. Send it over to Allie. Allie over to Tobias. He's unchallenged and it drifts up over the bar. And that's another point. Dan, now we're looking at a 42-36 game.
Yeah, both these teams want it so bad, Bill. You can just feel it.
No give on either side. A quiet hush comes over the field as both teams' steely focus comes into apparent view by this broadcaster. Oh, he tried to hit it off the ground, and instead it goes rolls up to John. Looks like both teams actually playing the defensive game at this stage, and you have to. Who's going to take the risk and who's going to get that reward? We'll find out soon enough.
Might be a question of fitness, Bill, at this point.
It could be.
Who's got that grit? Who can dig deep?
I really can't say who has.
Whose training is paying off.
I can't. A point by Dan. I can't say who it was that looks more fit, the green or the blue team. Everybody running so hard. 8 minutes to go. 5-point game. Incredible matchup. These blue Bombers and the green machine will go down in Hailstone legend. Their matchups. Ian Call pulls it out of the ground. Great hand pass, but he's called for a throw. It has to be a distinct striking motion with the hand. And although he found the open man and did well to pull it out of the air, it was just a technical foul by Ian Lamoli. Ian Holy Lamoli. And here comes Ben Bars. If I'm Ben, I go for point. Take a nice, quick, easy point. Yep, get a quick one here. And it looks like,
the lonely sound of the rafters, Bill.
The thud.
It's a hollow
that
sound.
Starts in your throat and just ends up in a pit in your stomach. John Kenny wide open. Tobias sees him. No, he doesn't. He's actually looking for a sub. This is poor timing. He's wide open. Oh, no, he's covered by Giff. Giff in the bright green shoes. Called off Tobias. He said, no, he's mine. And sure enough, they look past John and send it into Austin. Oh, Ben Bars with a diving save. He's challenged by Ian. They collide in the box, but Ben Bars with a great push away. It's Dan Mack who swipes at it, picks it up. really taking control of this half is Dan McAuliffe. He's up against John Kenny now. Tough defense. Hand pass intercepted by Austin. Austin up against the board. Wants it. Needs it. Must have it. But it's pushed away. He's pushed away. It's Zach now that comes in. Here comes the cavalry. And Tobias falls, spent to the ground. But he's able to get it over to Giff, who hits it on the ground. John Campbell. He looks up. Thinks point. Puts it up against the bar. A tough save by Bars as it ricochets away from him as he has to chase it down. Sends it down low to Dan. Dan trying to get after it. John wants it. John's up against the board, and he is being challenged by Allie. They're both neck and neck here. Great knockdown by Allie that challenges him, and he's unable to put on a solid shot. Now she's got him up against the board. A challenge. Hand pass. Put away over to Dan. Dan's challenged by Zach. He drifts away. Yep, and he's called for steps again. It was the 3 steps back. He took 2 steps forward. He would have been fine, but then he started to drift away to take a shot and dodge with a good call. A good call. As much as we would have liked the game to keep flowing, you have to enforce the technical rules. Grieve, lift. Swung on. I'm not sure who that hit, but it's collected by Dade and Ian going at it in the corner. Someone get on it. Can't see it with the light here, but it's going to be Dan who comes away with it. He tries to flick it over to Allie, but it's Grieve who's giving him the space, but not a lot. And it's a tough pass. Allie's now got to chase it down into the corner. Collected by Cobb. Cobb puts it into the net. Now here's a chance, a sideline cut from Giff, who sees Dan right there, but no, now he's covered heavily by everybody. He has no one really to play to, but Dan McAuliffe is blocked down by Grieve. Dan has it again. Stutter step over. Now it's Gifford. Strikes it. Puts it into the corner. Allie
chases, does a good job of getting the position.
Trying to get a point. Oh, that's Tobias. Puts it down low. A goal for Green. A point?
Off his early, right up into the top of the net.
Oh, my God. But Cobb had a stick on that one as well. My Lord, it's a 2-point game. The closest we've been since the start of this game. 4 minutes, 24 seconds. It's John Kenny. Stumbles. He whiffs because Andy Giff puts too much pressure on him. Johnny now won't make the same mistake, but it's saved by Bars on a one-hopper. Collected by I believe that was Dan. Dan over to Bars, who's got it up on his line. He's got it in the corner. He wants to send it in, but it's a great defensive move by Zach. Stops that attack. It's knocked down. I think that was Dade. It's collected by Giff, who's unpressured. Now he's got the pressure. Grieve wanted to pressure him there. Campbell puts a nice little pass low to John. High percentage. Then a hand pass over to Zach. Look at the teamwork here, Dan. That can end in only one way with all that type of teamwork. A nice goal by Austin. I think 4 players touched that ball on its way down the field. That was beautiful. 5-point game. 3.5 minutes to go. No, this is going to be a test of the nerves. Zach's got it. He sees John, who's wide open. John's going to perhaps take a point, and a point for John Kenny so that he can inch his team ever so farther away. 6 points is always a huge number. That's 2 goals. Yep. Now he wants... save by Ben Bars. Great job by Ben.
That could be the difference maker. Yep. That save right there.
Yep. Into the rafters. These 3 points creep by, though, Dan. We could have 15 more points scored in 3. It's unbelievable. These players will not believe how long it takes to get through these last 3 minutes. The Prince of Wales has taken his throne. Ball in. Fight in the corner. Gifford gets away with it. He sees DeBiser wanting it, as is Dan. He's trying to get it up to their lead scorer there, but instead it's intercepted by Blue. John Kenny with a Kenny pass, a Johnny pass. Off the wall, though. Misplayed by Grieve. It goes over and it's cleared by Dade. DeBias trying to get his way into half field. He's held up. Great pass over to Wags. Wags, a missed opportunity because he dropped it. A great pass by DeBias, so he found the open man. 6-point game. 2 minutes to go. I'm starting to think that any more score by blue will be the dagger. Oh, hard shoulder puts Campbell on the floor. Tobias now pulled down by McEwen. Yeah, that's crazy. Pulled his jersey. We've
got
got
a little
that.
chippy out there, Bill.
Yeah, getting a little chippy. A little too aggressive. McEwen, the rugby player, comes in. Apologize for pulling him to the ground. I don't know if I'd shake his hand on that one. That was unnecessary. Oh, a fall by Grieve. He must have been caught up by the turf. A push by, was it Dan? Jeez Louise. Good call by Dodge, I'd say. It will be a free by Grieve. Grieve looking to, I would say, put the dagger in. If this goes into if this ripples the net, we can start packing up the equipment, DJ. Nope. I believe he took a point, right?
1 point.
Yep, 1 point by Grieve. Yeah, that may be as good as a goal because I don't know if they're going to find the net in the final 50 seconds. A timeout is called. For those of you new to our outdoor, you don't have timeouts, but in indoor we implemented a timeout, 1 per game for each team. It has to be the team's puck out or otherwise dead ball that the green is taking the shot. They can use a 1 minute timeout. Given the difficulty, first of all, we oftentimes have captains playing, Dan, and given the difficulties of organizing your team and playing, and the nonstop nature of the game, even freeze and puck outs don't wait for a whistle to whistle it back in. We decided we have to implement a timeout in some way to try and give captains a chance to reassemble in a tight game like this. Do you think you can score it? They put 1 minute on. They put it back to 1 minute on the board.
Couple precious seconds.
Do you think 7 points is a possibility?
Absolutely, Bill. At the pace of this game, anything can happen. I'll say this about these teams. No quarter is asked and none is given, Bill. Both these teams are going all in.
There will be nothing left to give.
They're going to leave it all out there.
60 seconds, I assure you. It'll be all on the mat, in the turf. And it's been a delight to watch these teams get after it in such a way. In fact, I'm going to reset this to 1 minute. And at the puck out, we will go with the final 60 seconds. Let's see. I would hope that Green has set up a play here to score a goal. This is their best chance to score a goal right here, right now, coming out of a timeout. Yep. That's right. So Green has spread the field. They go for short puck out to Tobias. Tobias now. Stutter steps. Runs in. They're clearing it way for him, and it's a great defense by Austin. And that it may have been an end just like that. Oh, and Campbell's going to overlap. Tough play here. Goal by Campbell. Not what Green wanted to see. And that's the dagger. John Campbell's first score of the game. Maybe the last score of the game. Alley, 30 seconds now. Puts it down low. It's saved by Cobb. Cobb's get it. He lowers his shoulder and sneaks by Alley. Puts it in to Chris Dade. Puts it down low. These players playing to the end for sure. 18 seconds left. And my scoreboard just went dead. So I don't know if I'll be able to put another board at 50-40. Hand pass over to Campbell. Campbell puts it down low. It's saved by John. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. That's it. And just as my scoreboard dies, so does the game. 50-40. What a matchup. Well done, Allie. Good game. We were treated to quite a battle today, Dan. With John Kenny, 6-4. Dave Grieve, 3-3. Austin, 4-1. It's typical for the broadcasters to give a man of the match or a player of the match. We talked a little bit about our man, Dr. Cobb, in the goal. I'm inclined to say he had a phenomenal showing. Obviously, John Kenny with a lot of points.
I think you got to give it to Kenny, or at least, he's just so classy. He scored so many points.
Yep. We may have to ask for a tiebreaker because I'm going to go with Cobb. So we'll call the referee in for the tiebreaker man of the match and give him those two options, and we'll see. Just 1 second. Let me give him a call.
Hey, Dodge! Hey, Dave! Dodge! Dave Dodge!
think he saw us. He'll come and join us and break the tie. Both players well-earned silo of PBR. It's just going to be decide who drinks at this breakfast. Yeah. Will it be John? Will it be Cobb? We're going to have Dave Dodge chime in here. So, Dave, this is my brother Dan. I pulled him in. He thinks it should be John Kenny. I think it should be Steve Cobb. An easy call. All right, I knew it. All right, we're going to go with Steve. Hey, Dave, go ahead and announce it. Let them know. Thank you. Good job. Good
can't
reffing.
Go wrong with either of those decisions.
No.
Well earned by both players.
Absolutely not. You got to go with Cobb. One thing you didn't know, John Kenny got the man of the match last week, so we're spreading it around maybe a little bit too. But stellar play in between the pipes.
Absolutely.
That really was unbelievable.
Yep. Kept
the
his
shots
team in
were
it.
incredible. Well, Dan, you did a heck of a job on the switch for the first game ever. I guess to see everyone who says hurling's a little hard to follow, you got to disagree, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I disagree. It's I think it's a game that probably takes minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master.
Isn't that the truth?
I think there's a lot of deceptive talent out there that it's pretty impressive. Bill, this was a hurling clinic they put on today, though, and
it just
really
occurred
a lot
to me.
of fun.
It just occurred to me I got to get a green team picture, so I'm going to stop the stream now. Thanks a lot, Deej. Hey, Bars, Vic, can you have a green come here so I can get a team pick? Team pick at the middle. All right, that'll be our broadcast. Have a good morning, everybody.